speaking of knowing what you're doing, we're going to move on to Bitboy. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but Bitboy Crypto has now removed its founder, Ben Armstrong, who's the face of the company. And I believe he might have been a CEO. He definitely founded the company from the platform. So the story goes, well, this is how it unfolded. How I saw it was, I was on Twitter one day, and I'm not following Bitboy Crypto or any of his
I didn't watch the
companies or
videos.
anything. But what happened was on, you know how you can get recommended tweets and whatnot. So I saw a tweet from Bitboy Crypto organization, and it was just saying that we've, taken the decision to remove Ben Armstrong from the company. We'll bring out more news later. And I was like, what? How can you remove him? Didn't he start the company? And I was like, okay. And then a few days later, they said, yeah, so the reasons why we sort of let him go was that he relapsed, because I believe he had a drug problem before crypto or whatnot. So he relapsed, and they said there were some other issues as well. I don't think they went into the other stuff. And then a few days ago, they posted not a confession, but more of a video that Ben put out. So he sort of went into depth from his side of the story, and he was basically saying that, there was some infidelity in his marriage that he was responsible for. They're working through their issues. He said, yes, he's been doing not drugs, but he said he was doing diet pills and steroids. And ultimately, the way he structured his company, he doesn't have full control over it, which is why he's been removed. But I saw something today that also said that he's starting a new channel as well. So, I mean, there's just so much there. Who wants to sort of take?
I'll go first. This big boy thing, Ben Armstrong thing is quite perplexing because yes, you don't have full ownership of the company, but you are one of its main founders, one of its CEO, and you worked tirelessly for the past decade trying to build this channel. You claim you made a lot of millionaires in the last bull run. Obviously, he's well loved in his community, the YouTube community, and what it seems to me from afar, because obviously I also watched the video about him, the one that's posted on Bitboy recently, Bitboy channel, about what really went down. He gave his own perspective, said he didn't relapse or anything like that. My point is, the drug thing aside, why is he being removed from his company? Because he cheated on his wife? Even his wife was on the channel. She was on the video. She stands by him. She swears by him. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna. She believes in redemption. So I don't understand how you can use that. Obviously, maybe it's because he doesn't have full ownership of his company no more, and the way he's kind of positioned it, that's why he's been able to kind of be removed from ownership. But it's still wild that based on those accusations, you're saying I can no longer be part of my own company that I worked so hard for to be part of, and then now I'm being removed because I cheated on my wife. That's nobody's business. That's between me and my missus. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot to unpack here, but I'll let someone else take it for now. It's weird. It feels like he's been ambushed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think, it sounds like there's more to the story. Fact. Because we've all had stories of CEOs cheating on their wives or people breaking up, all of that. But they don't get removed from their company. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, even
unless sorry, I was just going to say,
the wife owns half of the company, or she owns a piece of the company, right?
Or there's having an affair with the secretary or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even back in the day, I remember Steve Jobs was basically banging everyone at Apple at some point. No, when Apple was a smaller company.
Yeah. I mean, all CEOs do it, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, and they were a pretty big company then, and I'm sure no one said, you know what, mate, you don't have to leave the company.
No, he was too good.
Obviously, working with the toxic cultures across various companies, especially fintech in the UK, it's just if that was a thing, there'd be no CEOs. So realistically, well, not no, but a lot of people would get removed from their company. So yeah, I don't know. It sounds like there's more to it. Also, bro, it's YouTube. Not
But
that
it's
it's
more.
centralized, but wait, it should be like more decentralized, or there should be less, I guess, hands in the pie than in like traditional companies.
Not really. I think you're not necessarily looking at like the whole picture. So it's more than just a YouTube channel. He's got like over 1 million subscribers. So he obviously has staff, editors, probably
Okay.
researchers, all of this stuff. They've, I think they launched a coin. I think they have some sort of app that they're releasing. And they have
Okay.
other side business. So it was more. Think of it more as a media company as
Yeah,
opposed to just a YouTube channel. So I think that's where like the complexity comes in. Because obviously, if he's just like a solopreneur, he
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
couple of freelancers and he's just doing it by himself. That's different. But
yeah, they're
I
quite
think
big.
it's a full team.
Yeah, they have like 1.4 million subscribers. They're a big
Yeah,
company. I think they've kind of done a lot of things off that fan base, which is obviously kudos to them. But then again, how does me cheating? Like I said, drop things aside. We don't understand that. We don't understand like what might have happened in the back in the back scenes. But at the same time, how can you remove me from my own company because I cheated on my wife? It doesn't make sense.
yeah.
They need to shed more light to the story. And if it turns out like it was something where like he cheated, and not only did he cheat outside his marriage, he was also obviously maybe messing with some of the staff in Bitboy company or something. Then that might obviously give them a morality clause to maybe take over the company or something. But
Bro,
other than that, it
there's,
doesn't make any sense.
there's too many instances. I don't know, man. Like, bro, like I don't know, like random example, politicians. Let's not even get into the full story, but yeah, I can't imagine that that is the only thing that happened.
No, it can't be, man. It just can't be. There's more to come, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, what do you think, Harry?
Yeah, I think it's a very weird situation, and I was baffled from the get go. And as more and more unfold, we start to learn more. What I'm wondering now, more so than anything, is like what's next, because he said he started a new YouTube channel. The existing channel, I know they have different personalities on the channel now, but most people are probably there for Ben Armstrong. So, you know, if they wanted to say take over the company or whatever, maybe they've shot themselves in the foot. Maybe it would have been better for them to somehow manage him in a way which he was still around, but I don't know. But it's yeah, the thing about having a YouTube channel like that, even though they've got other personalities, is that if you build a loyal fan base, and he's a very divisive character, you either love him or you hate him.
Yep.
But a lot of people will probably flock towards him and his new venture, whatever he decides to do. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see his face again in the near future.
Yeah, I mean that could easily happen because from just reading some of the YouTube comments, there's a lot of strong support for Ben Armstrong. They all seem to believe in him, and then obviously we're all human, we all make mistakes. He's claiming he didn't relapse on cocaine or meth. He was just taking some diet pills and some steroids or something, just kind of help him lose weight. So if he's able to kind of spin this around and obviously start his own thing again, and then I'm sure you will literally take a fair bit of those subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, if he comes back with this new channel and he's got a six pack, it's going to be obvious.
Yeah, then we know he's telling the truth.